Hello, welcome back. I'm Shadrach from HD Music. Alright, and still on musical fundamentals. Okay, wow, fundamental 4. Well, this one is it's a bit long, but we can do it. Yeah. We can do it. Let's see what we're gonna be looking at. Alright, we're gonna be looking at the keyboard. Um, Position of notes on the keyboard, pitch grouping on the keyboard. Alright, this particular one is very important because I believe most of you might have seen videos of singing or music tutorials, and they'll be telling you about C4, they'll be telling you about C5, they'll be telling you about A3. And you wonder what are all those. But anyway, if you've been following the tutorials, you really understand what those things means. They're just pitches, okay? Yeah, but today we're gonna be looking at them in details. Alright, so we're gonna be looking at the middle C and various sized keyboards. Okay, as I said, the more pitches, the more keys. Okay, obviously, right? The middle C, obviously. Then we're gonna look at who is a keyboardist. Okay, it's a term that we use a lot. Okay, then we're gonna look at the importance of learning the keyboard and position of notes on the guitar. Okay, yeah. Well, let's write it. Okay, now the keyboard. Okay, nothing can represent all the ideas we've looked at about notes than the keyboard. Okay, the keyboard is not an instrument. Okay, basically when we talk about the keyboard, we take it to mean an instrument. Yeah, well, in a basic sense, but it is not an instrument. It's a layout. Okay, a layout. Okay, in keyboard instruments. All right, there are, I think, keyboard instruments. I know of three. Yeah, or two basically. Organ and piano and synthesizers that we use in churches. Okay, yeah. All right, those are keyboard instruments, but the keyboard itself is a layout of black and white keys. I think before they were even coloring the keys. Okay, all right. Okay, so the keyboard is made up of black and white keys. Each key represents a particular note and its respective pitch. Okay, so seeing a big keyboard like this, a standard 88 key keyboard, all right, there are a lot of C's there, a lot of D's, a lot of E's. Okay, but each of those E's, there is a particular key that will represent them. Okay, no two notes of the same kind has the same key. Okay, there's not a one key that will play C1 and play C2. No. There are gonna be a different keys for each of those C's. All right, there might be plenty C's. Okay, but each will have its own key. All right, as you are seeing from the picture um, below. Okay, so this is a standard keyboard. All right, standard keyboard has 88 keys. Okay, and I don't think there is any keyboard that has more keys than 88. Okay, so I think this is the maximum of keys that we can go on a keyboard layout. Okay, alright, so the keyboard is just a layout of black and white keys, and don't forget the 12 notes. They are the ones that have been spread across, alright, but in what different pitches. Okay, alright, then position of notes on the keyboard. Okay, well, they do this at the keyboard class, but basically this is how the notes are positioned on the keyboard. On a guitar, it's a bit different. On a violin, it is a bit different. On a saxophone, it is a bit different. Okay, but just look at the picture. This is how they are positioned. All right. Okay, so the natural notes are the ones occupying what, the white keys, and the accidental notes are the ones occupying what, the black keys. Okay, that is why in the keyboard you say the black keys have two names. Alright, but also in guitars, violins, saxophones, it's just the same two names. Alright, so just depending on how you are moving from the natural notes to the accidental notes. Alright, so as you can see, we have C, D, E, F, G, A, B. Alright, so try and memorize it and master it, so that when you just go on the keyboard, you don't need to go in order. You can just see A and know that this is A, like that. Okay. Alright, so the first picture actually is just the 12 notes. Okay, so when you increase each of them, you increase it by 24, you increase it again, I think you go by, I think 36, yeah, like that. You increase them again, I don't know whether you go to this 42 or so. Yeah, my math is down. Let's see, or 48, okay, like that. Okay, so that's how notes are positioned on the keyboard. Yeah, so more keys doesn't mean there are more notes. Okay, it just means the notes have been repeated over and over again. Alright, let's write on. Okay, now pitch grouping on the keyboard. Okay, this is very, very important, because when you're going to be progressing in your musical career, in singing, in playing, you're going to be looking at some of these things. Yeah, pitch grouping. Okay, so in music, alright, on the keyboard, they start grouping these pitches from 0 to 8. Okay, from 0 to 8. So group 0 start from A0, or from A to G. All is going to be 0 0 0. So the lower the group number, the lower the pitch. The higher the group number, the higher the pitch. Alright, so there's a lot here to read. Okay, so you can just pause the video and you read. Okay, so let me look at the last statement I wrote here. So shown below is a standard 88 keyboard. Let's analyze. Why does the keyboard start from A0 instead of C0? So and ends at C8 instead of B8. Okay, why? Alright, so basically on the keyboard, the notes actually, they are arranged starting from, I think, from C. Yeah, so C, T, like that. That's how they are arranged. Okay, so why do they have to start from A0, then they end at C8, and from even C8 they did not continue to D8 to E8? Why? Alright, so we're going to look at why is that. Okay, but don't forget, pitch grouping is all about grouping the pitches in groups. Alright, so from 0 to 8. Okay, so group 8 is higher than 7, 7 is higher than 6, 6 is higher than 5. Okay, like that. And this also will help, especially when it comes to singing, helps you to know which group of pitches you can produce as a singer. Alright, it will help you. And because this is where your range is. Okay, when they are measuring your range, okay, from this to this, maybe from C4 to maybe C5 or whatsoever. Yeah, so it will help you, but we'll get into that later. Alright, let's continue quickly. Alright, now let's do this example. Now, for example, notes in group 0 are grouped like this. Okay, so remember that the keyboard, basically they start arranging it from C. Yeah, alright, so if starting from C, okay, if starting from C, we're gonna have C0, C sharp 0, D0, D sharp 0. Okay, I'm going up. Alright, remember, if I'm coming down, okay, the C sharp there will be D flat. Okay, like D flat, E flat, A flat, B flat, like that. Okay, but I'm just going up. Alright, So C sharp 0, D 0, D sharp 0, E 0, F 0, okay, F sharp 0, all is going to be 0 0, okay. So look at group 8, okay. You can also group 5, group 6, okay. Now group 8, start C8, C sharp 8 to B8, okay. So you can also do a test, give yourself an exercise, group 2, group 3, group 4, all right. So group 3 will be like C3, C sharp 3, all is going to be 3 3 3. All right, to the question, why does an 88 key keyboard start from A0 and ends at C8? Well, for me, if we analyze things, when you look at even the 88 keyboard, when you press the A0 there, it's like a rumble. All right. You don't even hear any kind of your ears are too low to pick that particular pitch. Yeah, you understand. So imagine from A0 you can't even hear it properly. What about if you go to going down to even to C? Your ears can even lose track. Yeah. All right. So now from C8, why does it stop at C8? Now when you press C8 on the standard 88 keyboard, it's very high, very high, and then even if it can even affect your ears. So imagine going from that pitch high like that to B8. I mean, your ears can even be damaged, or sort of, or your ears can even lose track of how high it's going to be sounding. So I believe they cut those ones because it seems not to be necessary. Yeah, so they just stop at C8 and start from A0. All right. So anyway, nobody has a monopoly on knowledge, so research more, and as we know, it's a fundamental. This to help us to know how music is. Okay. All right. So don't forget pitch grouping of the pitches, okay, of the keyboard. All right. Let's write down, and all right. So the importance of middle C and various sized keyboards. All right. So basically, middle C simply means the C in the middle of a keyboard. Okay. For a standard keyboard, usually it should be C4 or yes. Okay. Exactly. A standard 88 keyboard. All right. Should be C4. Yeah, and like 88 should be C4, and 76 should be maybe C3, and 61 maybe should be C2, maybe 49 should be, I don't think so, maybe C1. But yeah, you can analyze and see. But basically, these are the four basic keyboard sizes we have. Yeah, we have 49, we have 61, we have 76, and we have what, 88. Yeah, the most popular one actually that we see a lot actually is 61 key. Yeah, 88 keys also are there, but it's rare actually to see. Yeah, 49 also is rare to see at times. Yeah, so 61 is more paramount to see more. Yeah, so if you look at this actually, let's see how many groups each of them is grouped into. Let's see, from this is 1, okay, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this is grouped into 4. All right, then obviously the last C here, but remember this might not be C8. Okay, this might not be C8 compared to the C8 of the the standard keyboard. All right, please get that. All right, maybe this one here should be if I'm not mistaken, should be this. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, this one here should be this here. All right, not this last one. All right, then let's see how many group this one is grouped into. 1, 2, 3, 3, okay, 4, 5, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. This one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay. All right, this one starts from E. So why is it so? So if you start from E, which means that what has happened now is I think they cut out these ones here. All right, they cut out these ones here. Okay, okay, for this the 61 key, I think they cut out all this. Yeah, they cut out all this here. Yeah, then they start from here for the 61 keys. Right, so for the 76 key now, they just cut here these keys here. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, then they start from here. All right, so anyway, you can group it. Pause the video and you group how many groups. All right, but obviously you know that 88 key, all right, is grouped into 8. Yeah, all right, so let's write on. All right, so another very important concept, who is a keyboardist? All right, you can pause the video also and try to read all this. Okay, but a keyboard is basically somebody that plays a keyboard instrument. Okay, when we talk about keyboard instruments, we're talking about piano, we're talking about organ, we're talking about synthesizers. All right, I will talk on this very soon. All right, synthesizers. All right, so basically a pianist is somebody that plays a piano. All right, a pianist. Okay, these are people that they specialize in playing the piano. All right, and an organist, okay, these are people that are specialized in playing organs. Okay, yeah, when you see a pianist playing, you really know that it's a pianist playing because they play classical stuffs. Well, organ, when you see an organist playing, you know that is an organist. Yeah, now if you take a look at these two here, okay, these are synthesizers. Okay, synthesizers, the electronic keyboards, okay, keyboard instrument, all right, that produces a lot of sounds. Okay, they simulate a lot of other musical sound and even sounds of other things. Yeah, that's what they do. Okay, they can produce the sound of a trumpet, they can produce the sound of a saxophone, they can produce the sound of a piano, they can produce the sound of an organ, loud. And basically this is what we use in church. Yeah, in churches. Yeah, and in churches. If you look at these two up here, this synthesizer here are used for professional use. Okay, all right, now the difference between these two is that this one here is used for home use, and this one here has functions that this one doesn't have. All right, with these oh, I don't know how to put it. Okay, but it's for professional use, and most of them, the professional ones, they don't have speakers on them like these speakers that you can have on these ones that you use at home, like this. Okay, but now the difference between this one now and this one is that this one, it has practicing functionalities. Right, it has drum loops on it, it has songs that you can use to practice. I mean, it has other cool stuffs. Yeah, and basically this is also what we use in church. Okay, these synthesizers. All right, so this is not a piano. Okay, This is not a piano, it's a synthesizer. All right, it's a keyboard, electronic keyboard. All right, this is a piano. Okay, it's a piano. Right. Okay, so this is for professional use, and this is for home or practice use. All right, but they are both synthesizers able to produce other unique sounds. Okay. All right, so a keyboardist actually if I can say is a, a instrumentalist that does donkey work. A keyboardist can play like a pianist, a keyboardist can play like an organist, a keyboardist can play uh, drum on a keyboard, a electronic keyboard. I mean, play as a bassist on the keyboard, play as a soloist on the keyboard. Yeah, so keyboardists they are, I mean, they are jack of all trades. Yeah, they're jack of all trades. All right, let's write on. Okay, so why is it important to learn the keyboard? Now, learning the keyboard, it helps you translate musical ideas easily. When you come from a keyboard background, I mean, playing other instrument becomes a bit easier. Yeah, yeah. You translate ideas. Yeah, you translate ideas. I mean, smoothly. Yeah, translate ideas smoothly. Um, yeah. So, for me, anybody that I will advise in music that they should start from learning the keyboard. Yeah, though people are different. People can start learning another instrument without even knowing the keyboard. Yeah, but you learning the keyboard first makes you can be in a better advantage. Yeah, better advantage. All right, and let's look at note position on the guitar. So you see, for the keyboard you have black and white keys, but for the guitar you have what strings and frets. But it's the same concept. All right. So in terms of pitch, let's see how many C's are here. All right. All right. Let's say this is for bass guitar. Okay. This fretboard is for bass guitar, and this fretboard here is for acoustic guitar. Okay. Let's see how many C's are here. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wow. Hope we get all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wow. Okay, so how many D's? 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6. Yeah. All right, so one thing also we have to realize that each of these fret here, these notes, have their counterpart on the keyboard also. Yeah. So there's a particular key on the keyboard, all right, that can give you this exact C. There's also a particular key on the keyboard that can give you this exact C. All right. So you look at the fretboard. Okay. So you have E here. This E is the E string. All right. So, and usually they call it open string when you just strike it without depressing your finger into each of these. All right. You only hear E. Okay. So remember note arrangement. Don't forget, very important. So from E you have F, you have F sharp, you have G, G sharp, B, G sharp, you have A sharp, B, and remember there is no note in between them, right? Then B you have C, you have C sharp, like that. You go to the other strings, alright? Right? So this fretboard actually they arranged it in ascending order also in sharps. Okay, but if you look at this bass guitar, okay, they arranged it in both ascending and what descending order. So you see from E you have F, then you have F sharp or G flat, G, then from G you have G sharp or A flat. Okay, let's say A sharp, like that. If you're coming backwards, you have E flat, D flat, B flat, A flat, and G flat. So it's the same concept, same concept. Okay, all right. So basically this is for bass guitar. Okay, bass guitar, and this is for acoustic guitar also. So same concept, same 12 notes being displaced in different pitches. Okay, yeah, same thing. All right, so leave a comment on this on the comment section if there's anything that you don't understand or you want to ask. Okay, all right, don't forget open string, 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 like that. Yeah, all right, so that's it. And we looked at a lot. It's a long video actually. So all right, so this is all what we've looked at, and I believe you've gotten something. Don't forget, you can go over the video again and try to understand what has been discussed. All right, thank you, and let's have some quiz. Okay, so which keys on the keyboard represent the natural notes? Which keys on the keyboard represent accidental notes? Into how many groups do we group notes on a standard 88 keyboard? Who is a keyboardist? What are synthesizers? Alright, and that's it. And don't forget to patronize with us, SD Sound also. We do PA system rental, okay, for your conferences, workshops, church programs that need sound equipment. Alright, so don't forget to patronize with us. We also do basic audio repair services, okay, the consultation services also, basic sound setup. Okay, so this is our handle. Okay, and yeah, all right, so thank you, and see you in the next feature.